Okay, so we're gonna look at your BMI, right? So right now your BMI says that you're 42%. What that indicates is that you're class 3 obesity, where you are high risk of getting other diseases, right? Like we mentioned before, diabetes, hypertension, and maybe other heart problems that it can give you. So what we're trying to fix this. We're trying to at least. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help you,
Okay.
right? And
Wow. Those are like scary results. I
okay,
didn't realize this till you're telling me right now.
okay,
I never look
yes.
at the problem, I guess.
So yeah, so you're a 40. You're usually your healthy weight would be from 18 to 24. That would be a healthy weight. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get you on track with your emotions, with your eating behavior, and I'm trying to find things where I can help you, how to cope with your feelings, how to adjust your diet. And you said, your right now your importance to make changes would be innate. And how can I make it to a 10 for you to say, you know what, I am one to change. Right now that I told you about your BMI, how did you feel when I told you that you're a class 3 obesity over?
Whoa, it really alarmed me. So I guess I was not considering all the cons, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And that's happened to be a con for me, because it has affected me, physically and, uh, disease wise and all that,
Mm-hmm.
just physically.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I mean, I'm looking at things in a bit of a different light.
A different perspective.
Yes.
Okay. So I did your calories, and I adjusted your weight. Our goal right now you weigh 230 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm trying to bring your weight little by little,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not gonna happen overnight. Okay,
Yes.
we wanna make sure we lose the weight and maintain the weight. I don't want you to for you to lose, maybe 10 pounds in 2 weeks, but then for you to gain it back. The importance here is that I want you to follow a healthy diet, a balanced diet. What I mean by balanced diet is that I want you to have your fats, your proteins, your grains, your fats, your vegetables, your fruits, and your lactose-free milk. That's what I'm trying to see. Before, when you diet in the past, did you had all your meats, your grains, your fruits, your
No.
vegetables?
No. Sometimes depending on the diet, there's some that you wanna eat like even meat,
Mm-hmm.
and some only liquids, and
Mm-hmm.
some like it will be like a cleansing diet. So
Mm-hmm.
it's you name it.
Yeah. So we don't want you to, to have a bad experience, on the diet that I'm gonna give you, because it's gonna make you lose weight. And I encourage also to at least do 150 minutes of exercise a week, right? If it's possible. And
Okay.
if you can go ahead and start little by little, and implementing your physical activity to your life
Mm-hmm.
as you see it, possible to do, right? So based on your calories, that I adjusted your weight and everything. I adjusted your weight to 148, 150,
Okay.
right? That is our goal, to get you to at least 150,
Okay.
right? If we round it up, it's gonna be 150, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're trying to do this, right? So we're gonna go ahead. I don't want you to be starving either. So I want to go ahead and make some adjustments on your diet. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a 1,800 calorie a day.
Okay.
Okay. So this is gonna be the diet that I'm gonna go ahead and provide for you. So as you can see,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. So what do you know about fats? Do you think they're healthy to eat, or you think they're bad for you?
Well, I know that according to things that I have read and seen on TV, we do need fat. It's just that in excess, then yeah, it can be harmful.
Okay. Do you know about some healthy fats?
Um, the good fat and the bad fat, I a little, I'm not that aware into that situation.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do know a little bit. But
A little bit. So
yes,
what I recommend for you, fiber.
hmm
Do you know what fiber is?
yes, fiber could be like wheat and stuff like that, no?
Yes. So we're talking about here 100%,
Okay.
right? 100% whole wheat, fruits and vegetables. They also have fiber in them.
Mm-hmm.
What I recommend would be 25 to 30 grams of fiber at this time. The reason why I say that fiber, okay,
Mm-hmm.
how does fiber work? Let me tell you a little bit about it. So how fiber works, it means that, okay, what fiber does, it's like it cleans your body, right? It
Mm-hmm.
absorbs all the things that are not needed in your body, right? So
Mm-hmm.
and then we just get rid of all that, all those things that we have in our body that are not healthy for us. That's what fiber is good for. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever we go to the restroom, we dispose of all that, all the things that we have in our body that is not that healthy. It helps like a scrubber. It scrubs your intestines, not literally, right? But it scrubs your intestines,
Uh-huh.
and whenever you go to the restroom, well, you get rid of all those things,
Mm-hmm.
right? So based on your calories, I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about it. So you're allowed to have at least 7 servings of carbohydrates. What I mean servings of carbohydrates, and here I'm gonna go ahead and give you a list of all the things, right? So
Okay.
we have it right here, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and provide it. And here we're gonna go ahead and say, okay, what is 1 serving of starches?
Okay.
So what do you see my hand?
Yes.
This will be used for fruits and vegetables, right? So one full hand will be 1 serving of fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
Depends if you eat them raw or cooked. If they're cooked, it will be half of your hand. If they're raw, then you can go with 1 full hand, right? It goes the same thing with your. Do you what is the foods that you like the most?
I like chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I like fish.
Fish.
I
Okay.
like broccoli,
Okay.
asparagus.
Okay.
Potato. I love potatoes and
Okay.
corn.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like beans too.
Beans too.
Yes.
Okay. Do you usually? How many milks will you say you have a day?
Meals?
Milk.
Oh, milk?
Your lactose-free milk.
I don't really.
You don't really like milk?
No.
Okay. So here it's gonna, you can start with at least 1 cup a day
Mm-hmm.
of milk, and then we can just go ahead and add more milk to at least 2 servings of milk a day.
Okay.
Okay, that will help you with your calcium, with your vitamins and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're allowed to have 7 starch exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 7 servings, right? So
Mhm.
you're allowed to have, 1 toasted bread. That will be 1 serving. 1 tortilla. That will be 1 serving. But remember, it is throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're trying to say for you, I'm trying to do is like small meals, constantly, right? Not constantly, but maybe every 8 hours. Eat small meals because I want you to have a set of patterns during the day, right? It will be okay if you don't skip any meals anymore, or try at least not to skip meals, because I don't know if you notice what happens when you skip meals. Yeah, I know you mentioned that
I overeat.
you overeat whenever
Yeah.
you get a chance to eat, right?
Yes.
And
I
we're
have
trying
everything,
to,
whatever is in there. I don't even look
so
at
what we're trying to do, we're trying to avoid all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here you can have at least 7 ounces of meat.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what 7 ounces of meats are?
It's like a little piece like this, no more or less.
So if you see your palm of your hand,
Yes.
right, it's gonna be the size of your palm. That would be 3 ounces,
Okay.
right? So you can have at least 2 of these and maybe a little bit more, right? And if you have any questions, you're welcome to call me to my office and ask me whenever you feel stressed, or do you feel like the need to talk to someone. I'm here to help you, right? And I mentioned before, right? So your fats, okay. So can you tell me a little bit about your good fats? You say you don't. You know a little bit about it.
Not that much. The good fat would be like, well, vegetables that have like fats. It would be like avocado, no?
Okay. So for you, okay, since you told me you have diabetes, right?
Yes.
Okay, we need to stop avoiding that potato, right? And that corn, because for diabetics, corn and potatoes are considered a starch. It's not considered a vegetable. And here I have a list of all the foods that you can go ahead and see. That all the meals that you. I like to. Here's a little menu that I'm giving you. You know, for breakfast, you can have 2 slices of whole grain toast, half a larger grapefruit, whatever fruit you have at home, a cup of lactose-free milk, and I'll recommend the Mutopia. That is a very good milk, because for you that you have diabetes, it would be good to. That only has 6 grams of carbohydrates per cup, compared to the regular lactose-free milk. That would be 12 grams. But Mutopia is the one that has less grams of carbohydrates.
Is that the one from HEV?
Yes, it's the one from HEV.
I think I've seen it, but
so
I just like
that's a very good choice for you that you can have, because it reduces your grams of
since
carbohydrates.
Usually milk is not very so I don't drink that much milk, so it's something that I don't drink that much.
You try
not but I've seen it
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see this, right? So then here, there you go, your snack. You can have a milk and low-fat yogurt, right? You can have a low-fat yogurt. And like I said, you can bring your little snacks, your fruit, your vegetables, and things like that. So for your lunch, you can go ahead and have 2 slices of reduced calorie bread. And you can have 2 ounces of turkey, a reduced fat mayonnaise. So what do you think of mayonnaise when you hear of mayonnaise?
Well, this is really fatty. All right, that's what I hear.
We do have remember what I don't know if I mentioned to you. I did mention to you that it depends the amount that we eat, right? So here it's telling you just one tablespoon of reduced fat mayo. They do have those olive oil, mayonnaise, and they do have other things, right? So let me go ahead and. Do you have any questions?
No, right now.
Right now, okay. So you are gonna see that that you are, and if you, like I said, you know, maybe this is not the end. I'm gonna see you later, right? Next week maybe, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about this, right? To see how you're coping with this.
Okay.
So we'll see you in the next. Do you have any questions so far?
No, you pretty much answered the questions that I have.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I could answer all your questions.
Yes.
So I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.